everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. If you've been to my channel before, I'm so glad you stopped in, and if you're new to my channel, here's something you may not know about today. This is Friday, where we talk about a little bit of everything. I show off projects I've been working on, and we just have a chance to visit, because if you are here at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll see a little note, red box down at the bottom of the video that says Premiere. That means this video is pre-recorded, but I am over in the chat room with all my friends having a visit that gives you the opportunity to ask questions, share what you've been working on, ask me what you'd like to, tell me what you'd like to see on future videos, that kind of thing. So I hope if you're here that you'll come over and say hello. Now today, like I said, is show and tell. Friday content varies, but I had promised that I was going to show some things this week, and we're going to work on something this week. One of the things I did show, if you missed it, I did show this one completed tag for our journal challenge. Let me see. Let me put my mat down. Dish mats from Dollar Tree are perfect for things like this, by the way. I'm going to be making at least 3 more tags, actually at least 4 more tags in this, because since I have 5 signatures in my journal, I'm going to do 5 of everything that I make. So this is one that I completed, and sometime within the next week, maybe even next Friday, I'll show you what the other 4 look like. So we're working on that. We also did, Monday, we did Make It Mail It Monday, and we broke down a paper pumpkin that was called Lots of Pun, and it was all punny sayings and images. And so there were 3 cherries. So there were 3 of those with envelopes. And I'm going to lay them over here to the side. I think I can get everything in if I do that. And then there were 3 with the banana. Thanks a bunch. Celebrate and go bananas. Appeal better soon. That one cute. Okay, so we had those 3. And then we have these 3. Have an excellent day. There's another hi, have an excellent day. And I put little party hats on him. And then I did one to share with somebody. Let's grow mold together. I love you. You tell the best jokes. And I think this is going to be somebody's birthday card. So those were the 6 cards, or 9 cards rather, that I made from that paper pumpkin. And that's usually the content is, when they have cards, there's usually 3 sets of 3, generally, that you can make. So I have those. Can't get a hold of that envelope. It's arguing with me. And the envelopes are always cool too. And if you don't want to make the cards, turn the kits into something totally different. In past videos with Paper Pumpkin, I have deconstructed the envelopes and used the envelopes as they are. So there were 9 cards out of the way, plus 1 tag. It's been a busy week. And it's going to get even busier this weekend because I have stuff that I want to work on in preparation for next week. So I'm going to get ahead of a project a little bit. I'm hunting in my stash for a fall-themed fabric to put on here. But I've already gone through and cut the papers for my 5 folders. Let me stick these cards in their box and I'll be right back. Mostly because I need the room. I don't want to have a problem over here. So I'm going to make myself some room here really quick. Get rulers and stuff out of the way, because I'm actually going to work on this project today. Not the cover, but the inside packets. And I've gone through that paper pad, and I have cut the front and back covers for each one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue one side of the paper on the front, and then I'm going to flip the paper over and I'm going to put the reverse on the back. So we get to see a little bit of all the papers that way. The other thing I've done is I've gone into a digital kit from Sarah Cannon. It's called HB90, and it's her goal-oriented business planner, which I absolutely love. And if you are working a side hustle and you're trying to get your ideas all out of your head and organized to a point where you can actually accomplish something, I highly recommend HB90, and we are getting ready to sign up for Q4. And I will leave a link for that in the description box below. Also, a video where she talks about her HB90 system. Now, I will tell you, you do not have to use a Kanban board, and that's one of the things she talks about in the HB90. But it's the process up to setting up your Kanban board that is amazing in helping you get your thoughts organized out of your brain and onto paper in some form that you can work with it. So I'm going to leave a couple of Sarah's videos down below. But I went through, in one of the digitals in her planner kit is a notes page. And it has notes across the top. Well, what I did was I went through and I copied 10 of these, cut the notes off and cut the pages down to fit inside. And I am going to line every inside of the folders with these papers. And here's why. Because I'm going to be decorating pockets. And what did I do with one of my envelopes? I'll just pull one here. Aha! I have one handy here that I'm working on. I'm going to be having an envelope here on this side with a tag in it. So I'm going to have a lot of things going on, and I wanted to leave all of this real estate for actual journaling. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Ow, there must have been something on that stack kept that from falling in. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to glue a couple of these into place. I don't want to rush today. I want us to have time for me to still get a video up. Oh, and you know what? Before I do that, let me wipe that glue off of there. Before I do that, let's give this some definition, shall we? I still have to keep the videos to about 15 minutes if I want to get them to upload in a reasonable amount of time. I get up about 5 a.m. and most 15 to 20 minute videos take approximately 3 hours to upload and process. Actually, it's just the 3 hours to upload for the most part. So I try to keep my videos to a minimum there. And now I can come back through. And now I can put this glue down here. And I'm not going to go through the whole center. It doesn't need it. I just want to make sure that it glues down. Now you can use whatever adhesive you want to use. What I would like you to keep in mind is that, and you know, I think I'm going to go this way because my envelope will cover that ink boo-boo that I made, is that any, is that what I was saying? Any glue that you want to use is fine. If you want to use a double-sided adhesive, I just avoid using those for things that I want long-term because double-sided adhesive will release over time with temperature changes, humidity, cold, that kind of thing. So I avoid using double stick tape on anything I want to keep long-term. It's kind of like canning, which I've been doing a lot of lately, is if I want to keep it long-term, I know it needs to be canned or in food saver bags or in jars with an oxygen absorber for anything I want to keep long-term in my pantry. Learn, what is going to work best for you, and then use the heck out of it. Okay, I've got that, and I probably should have put a piece of wax text under there, but I don't have a piece handy, I don't think. Yes, I do. This is actually the back of a contact sheet, but if I put this in here, it's going to protect that so my pages don't glue together on the inside. And again, I need to distress the edges on this. If I wanted to add some interest, I could always round the corners. But I'm just after, and notice how much easier it is to edge this cardstock than it was that thin copy paper, and I did. I used thin copy paper for this. I didn't use my good 32-pound weight copy paper. I wasn't concerned about heavyweight paper in this journal. I just want it to journal. It's not like I'm printing a planner. Now this one I am going to put a little bit extra on because there may or may not be a bunch of stuff on the outside to hold it in place. So I want to make sure it has a little extra sticky to it. And we're just going to edge that down like that. Flip it over, and remember, we're going to put this side up because we did the leaves up on that side, so we're going to do this one with the stripes on the front. What I do to the back sides of these, I'm not sure. I'm sure there will be clusters or maybe a paper clip or something. A lot of it's going to depend on what we pull from our sticks. So that also is a consideration. What our sticks give us may determine what goes on the backs of these. Because I think the insides is going to be mostly about the big envelope pocket and then the tag pockets that I made using the Tim Holtz die, and what I do with the tags from our Tag Tuesdays. So lots of stuff to work with. Okay, now I'm going to wait and do the paper on the inside on the other ones. I just am going to do the front and backs of these, mostly so I don't have the opportunity to lose my pages that I've got set apart, because that would be me. Let's see, what's everybody doing this weekend? I am going to be creating. We have Memory Decks Monday coming up, and I have a special Memory Decks project to talk about, as well as one to show. So you're going to want to come back for that. Remember, we're using the back side of this one, so I want to make sure I'm edging the right side. Then we'll have a different tag on Tag Tuesday, but we're still going to be making tags for the journal. I'm really excited about this journal. I haven't been excited about doing a journal in a really long time, so I'm really looking forward to this. Let's put this one on the front. And I'll show you why here in just a minute, how I chose which side went up next. Well, I try to see how much. That one looks a lot bigger. Oh yeah, I had one that I had cut in incorrectly the first time. And I think it's going to be my middle signature. So if you'll notice, if this signature is ahead of that, I didn't want to put two busy patterns together. So I've done a background pattern plus a busy pattern. And that's how I decided how I was doing that. And then this one got decorated already. I measured and cut incorrectly the first time and realized that I had a much wider, I mean, they're fine, but I realized I had a much wider border around on the cover than I really wanted. So we'll just put the odd duck in the very center signature, and that'll be the end of that. As I sit here and get glue all over my fingers. By the time you're seeing this, I will have been spending my time working up tomatoes. I've also pulled chicken and turkey carcasses from the freezer, and I have them slow cooking so I can get a good broth, so I can pressure can broth tomorrow morning while you're watching the Sack Saturday video, which is already recorded, already sitting on the computer waiting its turn. After the last time I did multiple videos ahead of time and things did not post correctly to YouTube, I decided I wasn't scheduling them ahead anymore, just that morning, unless I absolutely had to. So, it's ready to go. It's just not getting uploaded until tomorrow morning. It'll be loaded up in time Saturday morning for you to enjoy it with your Saturday morning coffee. And be ready for our Saturday sack sales when we have all kinds of fun stuff going on. Depending on my kitchen duties will determine how much of the Saturday sale I get to partake in. I really spend way more money at Saks than I should, but you know what? I have so much fun getting together with everybody. I just have a good time. We play games, we get to visit, and it's just really a good way to spend a Saturday. We have 2 of these left, and I gotta tell you, it was really hard for me to decide that I had to put these pumpkins upside down, but I needed to have enough. You know what, I think I'm gonna flip that one over and go this way since I boo-booed that one. I really had trouble wanting to cover up those pumpkins and glue them down, but I had to have enough pages. So I'm gonna flip this over because I'm gonna put this one down here on the back. So I've heard that a couple people are pulling kits together. Please, 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 please show us what you're doing, whether you're taking part in the challenge or not. Show us what you're working on in the Facebook group. And if you are not a member of the Facebook group, it's very simple to join. The link is in the description box below. We'd love to have you come say hi and see what everybody else is doing. And that's a great way to stay up to date on what I'm doing and what's coming up on videos. I think Southpaw and Lisa both post their video links for their Monday and Wednesday lives so that everybody can be reminded that there's a live video, crafting video. We're live for 2 hours on Southpaw's channel, on Kim's channel on Mondays. And 1 p.m. Central, I believe, and then we are live on Lisa Jamison's channel on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So come join us. Those girls make some absolutely beautiful journals. I am in awe of their talent. Okay, and now we have corn, representing corn on the cob, or even maybe a basket weave, and we have our acorns. So our acorns are going to go on the front. And as I'm wrapping this up, and my glue is stuck to my fingers, go figure, remind you to check out the video links in the description box. I've also included the Color Challenge playlist link for this month, that if you've not seen it, you can go in and check out the playlist and see what colors we're working with, and our week 1 stick pull. And I did a video showing non-linear ways to create journaling line spaces in your journal. I did that on Thursday, so you're going to want to come check that out. Scoot that over just a little bit. Now we'll flip it over, and we're going to ink up our corn. Get this down, and then we'll be done for the morning. It's good, because by the time I get this finished recording, I probably have things to finish up in the kitchen. And by the time we're done with the premiere, remember 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the yeah, like that made absolute sense because you guys are already here. Never mind. Looks like I might have cut that one a little short too. We shall see. But there we go. Now I'm going to remind you all of a trick. You know I love to wear my glue, but I also love my hand sanitizer for getting rid of the glue off my fingers. When Walmart had these bottles for 25 cents a piece, I stocked up. Because they're also great for cleaning your glass mat. Just squeeze some hand sanitizer on your glass mat, and your glass mat is devoid of any glue as well. So that gets the worst of it off till I can get to dishwater. So there is 1, there is 2, there is 3, there is 4, and there is 5. And there are our 5 inner signatures for my September Junk Journal Color Challenge. And I will see you back here tomorrow for the Saks Saturday haul video. Wait till you see what I'm going to be playing with. I love it. And remember that we do have the live sale tomorrow afternoon, and all the links will be in the Saks Saturday haul video in the description box. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Remember to like, to share, and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Creative blessings.